Fam, you want to know the biggest reason why you're stuck where you're at right now? It's because you constantly care about what other people think about yourself, about your decisions that you make. You want to make people happy. You're a people pleaser. And you wonder why you're not making strides in life. You wonder why you're so timid and you don't want to go take this risk because, well, what are my friends going to think about it? What are my parents going to think about it? Who cares? And I know I can say this because I've been there. I've been where you're at, where you care so much about what other people think. I did not want to make YouTube videos because I didn't want to, I was thinking about what other people thought about me sitting and speaking to you right now. You listening to this and you having an impact from me saying this, I didn't understand that. I didn't understand the positives of doing what I wanted to do. I didn't understand the positives of going to go start a business when everyone said, oh, you need a 9-to-5 job. I learned so much from entrepreneurship, building different businesses, seeing businesses scale to 30, 40K a month. I've learned a lot through taking risks, through doing things that other people told me not to do. And you're sitting here and you keep not doing what other people are telling you, oh, you shouldn't do it. You're like, oh yeah, you're right. I shouldn't do it because you know better. I'm gonna be real with you. They don't know better. Nobody on this planet knows what they're actually doing. And the only people that I listen to are people who are way more successful than I am, who've done the things that I want to do, who are living the life I want to live. I will listen to them if they tell me something, for sure. But the majority of people that are giving you unsolicited advice are people who are below you, are people who are not doing anything that you want to do right now, but you care so much about what they think. And I know this sounds rude, this sounds rash, but the reality is I need you to wake up. I need you to stop thinking like that because this is keeping you from doing what you really want to do. You could become the next best thing, the next big thing. But instead, you care so much about what these little people think about you. It's the same with social media. You can be posting content. There will be haters. Look through my content. You'll see haters. They live there. There are barcodes on this planet. I'm telling you, barcodes is a thing. People who are literally bots, NPCs, people who are just programmed. They like drift around and just spread negativity. All they can do is spread negativity. That's all they know. And you're concerned about those people hating under your comments when you make a social media post? Who cares? Or you're afraid that your parents are not gonna like the decision you made of going to start your own business rather than going to school, or rather than going to get that safe 9-to-5 job, even though no 9-to-5 job is safe, people getting laid off every day. You have to understand, nobody knows what they're really talking about for the most part. There are people who have gone through a path, people who have results to show for it. Those are the people you need to listen to. If you wanna be a multimillionaire, you should be trying to find a multimillionaire to mentor you. Or to just watch them, watch how they move, ask them for advice and listen to them. Your parents, if they're not multimillionaires or doing what you really want to do, why do you care what they think? Why do you care about what your friends think about you? If they're really your friends, they're only going to support you in your journey. You care too much. And you want to know, this is a big like perspective shift for me, because I love doing this. I love to be able to like give you guys practical advice. I need you to understand, everybody is narcissistic to a certain extent. And what I mean by that is everyone is focused on themselves. Nobody wakes up and asks, how can I make you better? Right? Nobody's asking how they can make you better. I'm not waking up asking how I can make you better. You're not waking up and asking how you can make me better. Everyone is focused on themselves. So what makes you think that people care so much about you that they're going to just hyper analyze on every little thing that you do? And now if you start to get to a level of influence to where you have that, you're winning. But the reality is you're not there right now. You haven't even taken the risk yet. Nobody cares about what you're doing. You can literally go and flop and people are so consumed with themselves that there's not a chance in the world that they're going to remember a loss that you took for years down the line, or even days after, even hours after. I like to make this example. If you went and stripped yourself completely naked and ran down the street, people would look at you and be like, what are they doing right now? That's crazy. And yeah, you would be a spectacle, But the reality is they would forget probably 5 minutes in because they have problems. Everybody has issues that they're going through. They don't have time to be looking at what you're doing. They don't have time to be checking up on, and if people are checking up on you and they're hating on what you're doing consistently, I like to call hate a misdirection of fandom. That's all it is. It's a misdirected fandom. And what I mean by that is a person who is hating on you secretly admires you. They secretly want to be, there's something that you're doing that's triggering something in them for them to, and they're such negative people that that's all they can give is hate. They can't even acknowledge how you're making them feel, but they can just give you hate, right? They have rage, inner rage. That's all it is. That's all haters are. You care too much about what people think, fam. Like, there's no reason to care. You want to go buy that nice car, but you're afraid that people will think that you're materialistic, or you're afraid that people will think that that was a bad investment. Who cares? Who cares? Like, seriously. You want to go travel the world, but you're like, oh, I need to stay in the United States because people are just going to think, who cares? I want to start this business, but I don't know how people are going to think. They're going to think that I'm just like somebody who just wants to start a business and like, I don't really know what I'm doing. Who cares? Because when you succeed in what you decided to do, people are going to start running after you. They're going to start wanting to do what you're doing. They're going to start acknowledging you, or they'll start hating on you. Either way, it's still energy that's flowing to you. So who cares what people think when you're first starting to do what you want to do? Who cares if people are telling you not to do something that you really, really want to do? Like, you actually want to do this thing. Like, you actually want to make this thing happen. Why do you even care? Why are you looking for the opinion of other people? We do this a lot. I'm actually guilty of this, where if I feel the need that I really want to do something, I have to call like 5 or 6 people and ask them, what do they think about the idea that I have? Should I go do it or not? Rather than just going to do it and just doing it. Like with YouTube, I did not just reach out to a whole bunch of people. Hey, do you think I should do YouTube? What do you think about YouTube? You know what I would have gotten? Hey, bro, YouTube is hard, bro. It's hard to grow on here. It's one of the hardest things in the world. Like, I think you should start with TikTok. I think you should start with like TikTok or Instagram. Like, don't do YouTube, bro. Like, YouTube is just hard. It's painful. It's a waste of your time. I would have gotten that because that's when I start like really listening to how people talk about it. That's what they say about it. But I just went and did it. And we growing faster than we ever have before. And I love it. I love YouTube. I love talking to y'all. I love interacting with y'all. I love the emails that I get from y'all. I love all the insights that I can provide to you, all the things that I've learned just through life, through my experience in life. I've experienced real life. Like, I grew up in the projects. I made my way over to the suburbs through my parents. I went to college. I lived on my own. I paid my own bills. I've been paying my own bills since I was 18 years old. I've been living on my own since I was 18 years old. I'm 26 now, still living on my own, still paying my own bills, still going through life, still going through struggles. I have nobody to call on. I always say this, I call my mom, I'm in trouble, financially, anything, son, I'll pray for you. I call my dad, son, I'll pray for you. They together, so I call them both. But the reality is, nobody's coming to save you. Nobody cares about you that much to where like, what you're doing, genuinely they pay attention to 24/7. You just have to keep throwing shots. Just keep shooting shots. You're going to score. You're going to score eventually. You just have to keep shooting shots and not being afraid to disappoint people. Who cares if people are disappointed in you because they had a false expectation of what they thought you should have been? That is their expectation. That's their perception, not yours. You're not living for other people's perception. You're not living for other people's expectations. You're living for your expectations and your perception. So you need to start owning that, and you need to start doing things unapologetically that benefit you. Not that hurt other people, of course, but make sure that you focus on yourself. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Forget what other people think. You may want to wear a certain outfit. You like, man, what are people who cares what other people think? If you like it, you like it. If you like that specific type of business, you go do that type of business. Who cares what people think? Like, seriously, you want to be a content creator, you want to be vulnerable on the camera, talk your truth, talk your story, help people. Who cares what other people think about that? Stop being scared. You're a grown man, fam. Like, you're a grown man. What are you scared about? I don't care if you're 18, you a grown man. What are you scared about? What other people think? What are they gonna like? They're gonna whip you or something? Like, what are we talking about? I need you to be the best version of yourself, because we need more of us out here being the best versions of ourselves, taking risks, doing what we need to do to improve, to succeed, because that's what's going to elevate the world. Right now we're stuck because not enough of us are taking risks. Not enough of us are really extending ourselves to do the things that we really want to do, because we care about what other people think. We're humans, we're naturally hive-minded. I want you to break out of the hive mind and be sovereign, be a sovereign individual. Be completely on your own. That's my life. That's my code of life. I'm free. Freedom. That's all I care about. It's not even money. I don't care about money. I don't even care about fame. I care about freedom. Because freedom is what gives me peace. If I care about what other people think, I'm now shackled to their perspective. I'm shackled to their opinions of me. To them, I don't need that. You're giving people too much power. And people don't have that much power on you, I promise you. You have the most power on yourself. So who cares what people think? Do what you want to do. Obviously, make sure that it benefits the world. And let's keep elevating. I appreciate you. Comment, like, subscribe. Sign up to the newsletter, Mind and Martell newsletter. We talk about the 5 pillars of the gold pill to become the top 1% man. You have physically jacked, mentally jacked, financially jacked, socially jacked, and spiritually jacked. I think I said that multiple times. Mentally jacked, not spiritually jacked, mentally jacked. But either way, I appreciate y'all. Tap in for the next video. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.